BSNL announced the new Bharat Fiber recently, and it's reported to offer 1 GB data at just rupees 1.1. Now, when you read a very catchy title, a clickbait title, and then you click it and go read the article or watch the video, you see a lot more info, which may or may not do justice to that catchy title. But in this case, every report I read didn't have much info inside. So I decided to dig deeper, do my research, and come up with something solid. Before talking about all that, let me introduce myself. My name is Ashwin Sundar. This is Technology Jock. Guys, a ton of hard work goes into the making of every single video. So if you appreciate the efforts, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. So 1.1 rupees for 1 GB data. Let's break it down. Number one, is it literally 1.1 rupees for every 1 GB we use? Like if we use just 10 GB data, do we have to pay just 11 rupees? Or if we use 20 GB data, do we have to pay just 22 rupees? No, that's not how it works. So some reports claim that BSNL will be offering 35 GB data per day for 38.5 rupees. So that's the thing. If you convert it, it comes to around 1.1 rupees per GB. Number two, is it literally 38.5 rupees per day? Like, can we use it for a couple of days and just pay 77 rupees and unsubscribe from the plan? I'm pretty sure you guessed the answer already. Yeah, you cannot do that. It's probably 38.5 rupees for 31 days, which comes to around 1200 rupees. Number three, can you get this plan right now? Well, that's again a no. I went to BSNL website and had a look at their fiber plans. This particular plan is not available right now. But there are two other plans at reasonable rates, 50 Mbps up to 500 GB data for 777 rupees and 100 Mbps up to 750 GB data for 1277 rupees. Let's do the conversion. It comes to around 1.7 rupees per GB. Now I know what you're thinking. 35 GB per day means 1050 GB per month. 1050 GB at 1200 rupees. Isn't it much better than 750 GB at 1277 rupees? Why does that plan even exist? Okay, here's the catch. Your data usage won't be distributed evenly over 30 days. Your usage will probably be like 20 GB on one day, 2 GB on another day, 0 GB when you're not home, 50 GB on a rare day full of 4K streaming. So it's unevenly distributed. Your usage won't be like exactly around 30 GB every single day. But the 35 GB per day plan lets you use a maximum of 35 GB data per day. It's the same thing Jio started doing 2 years back, and it's exactly what other operators are doing these days. 1 GB per day for 30 days. Third of the plan rate, that's probably what you're using right now. It's not practically equal to 30 GB in 30 days because you're highly unlikely to use the entire 1 GB data every single day. On a few days, you might require only 500 MB data. On a few days, you might need 2 GB data, but you won't have 2 GB data. So that's the big disadvantage with Bharat Fiber's 35 GB per day plan. When it comes to home broadband, it's always better to opt for something that doesn't restrict you this way. Because, okay, let's take a look at my data usage in November 2018. Total is around 210 GB. So per day, it comes to around 7 GB. But did I use around 7 GB every day? Let's scroll through this. We can find that on the 3rd of November, I used 13 GB data. On the 4th of November, I used around 20 GB data. On the 8th of November, I used 12 GB data. And a few more days with more than 7 GB data usage. So what if my operator cut my usage at 7 GB per day? Then I wouldn't have been able to download 13 GB or 20 GB data on those days. It would have frustrated me. Number 4. Why talk about that single disadvantage so much? Is there any other operator offering better plans? Of course. Let's just consider the broadband service that I'm currently using. It is ACT. These are their plans in Chennai. So the Bharat Fiber 35 GB per day plan is around 1200 per month, right? Let's choose a similar plan here. 1099 or 1299. Both are pretty good. 1250 GB and 1500 GB respectively. But once again, ACT is no saint. Even they have their own terms and conditions. For one, the 1500 GB limit is not just for downloads, it includes both downloads and uploads. You might think you don't literally hit upload button frequently, but your day-to-day online activities include a lot of uploading. Everything from sending WhatsApp messages, making video calls, posting a story on Instagram, commenting on my YouTube videos, those are all counted against uploads. But for regular usage, the upload usage won't be too high. Let's look at my usage. 216 GB downloaded, 42 GB uploaded. So upload usage is only around 20% of download usage. And guys, if I wasn't a YouTuber, my upload usage won't be more than 25 GB. So even considering the fact that ACT includes both downloads and uploads for FUP, their plans are still really good. Let's just say out of that 1500 GB, 200 GB is only for uploads. So the remaining 1300 GB is for downloads. The plan cost is 1300 rupees, which means the cost per GB of data is still just 1 rupee. And remember, ACT doesn't restrict data usage on a day-to-day basis. One more thing, on BSNL FiberNet, once you run out of data, which you will from time to time, the speed goes down to 2 Mbps. On ACT, the speed goes down to 1 Mbps. But since you're not restricted on a day-to-day basis, there are less chances you run out of data on ACT FiberNet than on BSNL FiberNet. Now, of course, ACT is just an example. There are other good FiberNet services in Chennai like CherryNet, Hathway, and so on. They all offer similar plans. So why would anybody choose Bharat Fiber over these services? It's because the other services are not available in a lot of places. For example, ACT is still not available in a few areas in Chennai. CherryNet is not available in my place. But BSNL is looking to offer Bharat Fiber to every home in India. That's their goal. Of course, that's a long shot, but BSNL's FiberNet is already available in 112 cities. And let me share a mind-boggling fact here. Jio's GigaFiber will be launched in 1,100 cities in a few months, whereas ACT is available in just 15 cities. No comparison. Actually, what about you? Where do you stay and which broadband or FiberNet are you using? Is there anything like ACT or Hathway or any other less known operator in your area? Go down to the comment section and let me know. So, is Bharat Fiber a bad option? No, absolutely not. It has its own perks like upload usage is not counted against FUP and availability is much higher. So what I advise you to do is don't get blinded by these 1 rupee equal to 1 GB titles. Instead, do a bit of research, have a look at all the operators available in your area, compare the plans, go through terms and conditions and make an informed decision. Because to be honest, when I saw some titles saying 1 GB for 1.1 rupees, I was like, wow, amazing. And then I thought about it for a while and realized, what? My ACT connection is giving me 1 GB for 1 rupee. So you get it, right? When you see something very catchy, obviously your mind tends to get wooed. Just pull it back up, carefully go through articles or videos, terms and conditions, etc., and then you decide whether to be excited or not. So that's it. A pretty long video. I'm really sorry about that, but I had to make this very long to make sure every single person watching this video understands everything. If I succeeded in doing that, hit the thumbs up button. And once again, if you appreciate the hard work, subscribe to Technology Jock, and more importantly, hit the bell icon to get notifications whenever I post a video. Thank you so much for watching. This is Technology Jock, leaving for the moment. Have a wonderful day.